Man, I've always been wondering, why can you get a degree, like a college degree, something you could have spent hundreds of thousands of dollars on poetry? Like, why would you ever get a degree in poetry? That is literally the most, it's like the best way to waste so much money and feel like you haven't wasted a single penny. Like, get a degree for mathematics or science. Something that like, you can actually use that for. You're gonna write poetry and become rich? No one who wrote poetry became rich. Everyone who wrote poetry, well, almost everyone who wrote poetry, they're usually dirt poor and like 200 years ago, at least. Like Edward Allan Poe. He wrote poetry and he wrote books. But that was, he used tragedies in his life for books. He had like he had this communicable disease that killed his mom, it killed his sister, and it killed his wife, who was also his cousin. Like second or third, I don't remember. But he wrote about that. He wrote poetry and stuff about that because he was in so much dread. But you can't write poetry because you can't, like, yes, you can write good poetry when you have a degree, but you can't get rich off of poetry. Edgar Allan Poe, he wrote so many books, not maybe a lot of books, but he wrote really good books, and he started the horror thing, and he also made one of, like, basically one of the first detective books also, things like that, but he was dirt poor throughout his whole life. He died dirt poor. He was born dirt poor. Dirt poor. So why would you ever get a degree in poetry? Ever? Why? So you can become an English teacher? Because you don't use poetry for English class for more than like a week in each class. It's just like, get a degree in something like woodcutting. Like a tree fell into a power line but it didn't follow it through. So you disable the power line, cut the tree down, or a tree it might fall on someone's house soon, so you have to cut it down piece by piece. You have to like attach yourself to like the middle section and climb up and chop down bit by bit. Do something like that you need a degree for. Don't do something you don't need a degree for. You could literally do poetry as your side time. Like, okay, there was this, maybe not a poet, but he was really wise, and I think it was something Watts. His last name was Watts. His first name was something with an E. But he talked about what you desire. And with our modern education, people want to be writers, painters, stupid shit. Like he was talking about, like, if you didn't need money, if money was not a problem, money was not a solution either, money didn't matter, what would you become? Hunter? Without education, people would be hunters and stuff. But what do you really want to be? I don't know what I'd like to be. I think I'd like to play video games with my friends. Go out with my friends. Maybe get maybe learn how to go skiing better, because I'm really bad at skiing. But yeah, maybe learn how to ski, learn how to snowboard, learn how to wingsuit, learn how to paraglide, learn how to professionally go sleighing. Maybe become a video game designer. I don't know, but use your degree for something that's useful. Don't use it on something stupid.